Good morning and hi guys. Welcome to Gemini season. Let's drop it for Gemini season. That was delayed. You know what, Geminis? You and your Mercury playing these games. The good thing is that Mercury will be going direct very, very soon. But anyway, welcome to Gemini season. This is going to be their feelings for you. For the beautiful sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, you are first because when the sun shifts into Gemini, it shifted into your sign, I believe, different times for different time zones. So for the Pacific people, it was like yesterday at like 6 o'clock and so forth and so on. Okay, so all that matters now is today is in your the sun is highlighting you, my beautiful Geminis. Now you know the drill. We do the self-care messages at the top of this particular video. I apologize that the screen is popping and doing things that it's going to do. I hope that you can hear me okay. We're wreaking havoc on these videos, but I have to get through them, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get into your self-care message. Now, your self-care message, obviously with Gemini season and the sun highlighting your house of, let's talk about the first house. We're talking about the house which begins the zodiac wheel. It covers all of the first Gemini. Okay, we all go through it. First impressions, the self and appearance, leadership, new initiatives, fresh starts. That wants to come out. Fresh starts and begin. The sign on the cusp or starting edge of this house is referred to as your rising sign. So this obviously, when I channel messages, is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. When I am talking about any zodiac related things, we are only, or it's only going to be most accurate in the sun and the risings. Okay, we're not going to be talking too much about the zodiac in this particular video. I'm just letting you know we start with your focus and your self-care. Okay, so that is the first house. The sun is shining in your house. It is your season. Okay, the self-care message that I get for you, the first card that came out is Sovereign. You are the queen of your life to treat yourself like royalty. Please change that title as it applies to you. So king or queen of your life. Okay. You're being guided to treat yourself like royalty. Now, for Taurus season, looks like you're crossing with a couple of people, Gemini. The card of Sovereign was channeled for Leo in April when the sun shifted into Taurus. For Leo, this was their first card. So some of you guys are crossing with Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And that looks like your only cross with this particular card. What else does Gemini need to know? You also got Elevate. You get what you believe you deserve, and it is time to raise your standards. Okay, so this is definitely a lot of self-care for you. Elevating, raising your standards, treating yourself like the person that you know that you are, Gemini, which is very, very interesting because it looks like you've been struggling with that. Now, just to give you a little bit, well, I'll do that in a second. Who are you crossing with? Well, for some of you guys, you are crossing with a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This was their one of the cards in their self-care messages in April when the sun shifted into Taurus. Who else do we have? So I don't know how a Cancer and a Leo are impacting your life. We also have you connecting or crossing with a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Gemini. So you can have these zodiac signs in your chart, in your inner planets where you'll notice them the most, or you're just connecting with these people. And one last thing, let's get your last self-care card. Oh, you got two. It's your season and you got two. Let's figure out what's going on. You got truth. Wow. Truth is different at different levels of consciousness, reserve, judgment. There is a truth that you're being guided to take. You have a bonus message. Look at that. Wow, Gemini. It doesn't look like you're crossing with anyone for this truth. This is your message and your message alone. Truth is different at different levels of consciousness, and it is so unbelievably true, because depending on where you are mentally, you don't even see the truth or realize the truth or look at the truth in that particular light. Okay. And finally, your bonus message is speak up. So sovereign, elevate, truth. You're being, listen, you have something that you need to say. If you avoid conflict to keep the peace, you start a war within yourself. Speak up, speak the truth, elevate, raise your standards, and sovereign. Treat yourself like the king or queen that you are. Before this screen flips and we get into their feelings for you, let me just let you know who you for speak up. You are crossing again with a Leo. A Leo is playing a very, very big impact in your energy this month, because they got both of these cards, sovereign and speak up. Okay, who else? So speak up, you got that for Taurus. You're crossing with Taurus. All right, we're going to put sovereign down and just focus on speak up. You also got obviously Leo, Taurus, and that is it. So there's something that you have to say, something regarding your self-worth now that the sun is shining in your cards, in your cards, in your house, okay? On you, your season. Live it up, and pamper yourself and treat yourself like the king and queen that you are. Last month, for when the sun shifted into Taurus, just to give you a recap, you had rebel, needs, and breathe. Those three. Now it is your season, and the focus is on you. Thank you so much for allowing me to do that. When the screen flips, we're going to get into their feelings for you for Gemini season. Bye, guys. All right, guys, let's keep going. We're going to get into their feelings. First, Gemini, happy birthday again. Happy birthday. Happy birthday season. We're going to be going into their feelings for you in this Gemini season. We're going to be examining their current feelings, their current view of you. Okay. The actions that they may take towards those feelings, your feelings. Okay. And then we're going to get whatever the overall energy is. All right. We will be clarifying random clarifiers. The clarifiers could clarify their feelings, your feelings, the situation, or just give us a little bit more insight. Okay. We will get 5 of those, and we will go from there. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead. One more shuffle. And let's find out what their current feelings are, Gemini. What are their current feelings for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Ooh, okay. So right now, it looks like you guys are in the energy of the of Cups. Well, right now, their feelings is kind of all over the place. They're in an energy right now, Gemini, where they are up and down, their feelings are fluctuating. It could have something to do with you. It couldn't have something to do with you. It could all depend on what they're going through in their life, as a result. Okay, we all have that option, and we all go through that every single month when the sun leaves and all of these planetary things are going on. So it depends on what their sky is. That's going to depend on that. Also, secondary, a lot of variables, but right now they're seeking deeper meaning. They may be moving on from something. They're growing weary. They're going through right now. This is also a blended card for the moon. Okay, so obviously they're going up and down. In addition to, in addition to that, those weary feelings of the 8 of Cups, you guys could be possibly breaking up, or they could be considering breaking up with you. They feel, honestly, and I'm going to tell you, the very first thing that resonated with me the most with this card is that they're unsure. It has nothing to do with what you're doing, although we will find out more. But I'm really feeling like this is internal, and there's nothing that you can do to help. So they are in the moon. Okay, they have a wild amount imagination. Obviously, they're believing false pictures, illusions, and things of that nature. So this is what they're feeling right now. It goes up and down. They go from one extreme to the next. What is their current view of you? Okay, so their current view of you is the Seven of Pentacles. All right. And the Seven of Pentacles is an individual who is, or in the energy of, you know, constantly wanting to reap the rewards. You want to see results. You want to, you know, sit down and talk about things and find out where we stand and do these little checkpoints, and you know, and that could have them feeling like they don't add up, Gemini. That can have them feeling like they are not good enough for you, because Gemini, you will be like, okay, this isn't working, let's sit down, let's talk about this. You will do research, let's do this, let's do that. And they just want to be selling. They just want to, you know, this person right now, I don't know whether this is their personality all the time, but they want to just, look, can I just be mad? And you like, no. Why would you want to be mad? Like, who wants to do that? Who chooses the anguish? You're connecting with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, and it feels like Scorpio. I'm not gonna lie, this is just how they roll. I want to be mad right now. I don't want you to give me no options. I don't want you to tell me that everything is going to be all right. I just want to be stuck. And see, that's that fixed energy. It could be any of the fixed energy, but it is an Eight of Cups. So they could be what they feel. You are what you eat. So they could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But they're tired of your optimism. That's crazy. But this is how they view you. This is how they view you. I'm going one step further and telling you how these energies blend together. When you have somebody in the Eight of Cups, their feelings, and then their view of you as a person, this is also the Star, a person that's constantly optimistic, a person that's constantly hoping for better, pondering different decisions, you know, how do we fix this? What's wrong with that? So the view of you is positive. They just don't, that's just not their thing. What are their actions that they're going to take toward their feelings? Because what they have to do is very personal. Yeah. The actions that they're going to take right now is rejecting love. So I'm going to tell you, this doesn't necessarily feel like a breakup. It just feels like they dealing with some personal shit, Gemini, and you're not going to be able to get them out of that slump, period, point blank. If this is a breakup, you have told them things that you want to change. You have told them things that is not working in the relationship. You're optimistic. You're not trying to be some type of drill sergeant, but at the same time, you do want to be a coach. You have hope, healing, and optimism on your side. You are just convinced that if they just simply modify a few of their behaviors, that things between you guys will get better. And they take that as a slight. You have to understand, right is right and wrong is wrong. In a relationship, there is absolutely nothing wrong with bringing up things that can help both of you guys. You're not telling them what to do to the point where it's not affecting you. You are more than willing to strap up your bootstraps and with this energy right here, this Seven of Pentacles. And let's talk about this. Let's talk about different things. You know, I put in. This is basically a timeout. Hey, timeout. It's time for us to regroup. And they would rather be here. They would rather go in and deal with themselves. This is the Four of Cups. Their actions right now is just kind of to retreat. Their actions right now is that cup of love that that you're handing them. They want to go within. They need to meditate and pause and do things and become completely self-absorbed. A self-absorbed individual doesn't take action on anything other than his or herself. That's what they want to do. How are you feeling about this? Because I'm looking at how they feel, and I'm looking at how optimistic you are. You feel like you put so much in this relationship. Why is leaving and breaking up the only alternative? Why is that? You know what I find, and I do have a little bit of fixed energy in my love parts of my chart. It's an energy I'm feeling, Gemini, where it's like, this is what I want to do. This is what we should do. Let's do this. Let's do that. And they're looking at you like, because they can't see any of your alternatives as viable, because that's not how fixed energy thinks. They're like, it's just not going to work. They're a fixed person doesn't think, they don't have an open mind. You have an open mind. They have a closed mind. They want to stay stuck on what went wrong, and they want to stay there. And you're like, you know what? And this could actually be the reason why you guys are having these issues. How is Gemini feeling? All right, Gemini, you are in your element. You don't want to cut your feelings off. You realize that if you block your feelings and you block your emotions, that's not typically the thing that you want to do. You actually feel something about this person. It could have shocked you that you feel this way to begin with, because you probably haven't even had time or allowed yourself to have time for energy like this in the past. You're like, I ain't got time, blah, blah, blah. And so now that you have invested, now that you have done so much, I believe that their view of you is absolutely correct. Now that you have hope, healing, and optimism, now that you want to ponder different alternatives about this relationship, and you want to see some growth, but you are tired of these little things that this person goes through, and the fact that they don't have good conflict resolution skills. They don't want to talk. They retreat. They want to bottle up their feelings and go that way. It sounds like Scorpio, but whatever. You're definitely dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. I'm just going to tell you, Gemini. You are here and you don't want to cut your feelings off again or block your emotions with the Two of Swords. You know that this is not necessarily the thing to do, but this is also Hangman. So there will be an action taken. You will go into just letting go. You're going to eventually just get to the point where you're just like, you know what? I've changed my mind about fighting. I'm just going to take a step back, but in a very enlightened way. Okay. In a very enlightened way. Overall energy for this relationship is the Two of Pentacles. The flexibility and the fun. At first of all, when we deal with the Two of Pentacles, juggling and flexibility, you guys could be doing different. You could be doing things where your schedule is not conducive to, or has not been conducive to you guys being together, which could have been another thing that caused such a rift. But I feel like you want Gemini not to stop the way that things have been going, and they don't have an optimistic outlook the way that you do. So this is our second two. Two and two is four. Reevaluating the foundation of this relationship, but this is also High Priestess. So where you would want them to be a little bit more flexible, and you want them to look at things from your perspective, they're being guided to do that. You guys are being guided to have an exchange of perspective and talk. This person is not a communicator like you, plus Mercury is in retrograde. Maybe this is an argument that has extended through the retrograde. Things have been off, but you guys are allowing each other the space. Because I do not resonate an Eight of Cups as a full-blown breakup. To me, that's just you stay on your side, I stay on my side. We need to get our minds right. Gemini, but you are on the verge of walking away because you can't nurse this. You damn sure can't make a grown person do something that they don't want to do. They have got to learn how to do this on their own. High Priestess is an energy of non-action too. And seeing potential, understanding what could be, but allowing things just to kind of happen is one of those things where you just allow. You look beyond the obvious. It could be something secret and hidden, where you don't know. And honestly, both of these cards are very much so. The High Priestess and the Hangman is really much an energy about just allowing what happens to happen, being open to flow, but understanding you have a guided action for yourself, but you are also open to basically a Gemini, looking at both sides of the equation, and not necessarily committing to either side, but being open to either side. That's where you are, okay? And that's what the overall energy right now is promoting, okay? Let's get into the clarifiers and see where we are. Again, these clarifiers can go for either side or just be an overall message from spirit about the situation, okay? So, wow. Right now, you guys are in separation, or definitely are not really communicating or spending time the way that you once did, okay? What do we have? We have, I love you. So it's obvious that there is real true love in this relationship, which is good. This is why I did not think that you guys were completely broken up. This doesn't feel like third party energy or none of that other crap. It really just feels like this person needs to just deal with themselves, and open up and communicate and trust a little bit more. Okay, it could be a learned behavior. I was pretending to be someone else. So it could be that they came in pretending to be this open person that was open minded, and then you find out that they like to sulk. You find out that they don't like to communicate. You find out that they're one-sided. All of this shit comes out that they didn't want to tell you because it was embarrassing. You are the person of my dreams. So they love you. You are the person of their dreams. They know that they should really follow you. They know that what you're saying is the truth. They have to trust themselves. It's one of them things where they have to allow themselves to be vulnerable. Trust what they are feeling. It's not about you anymore, Gemini. It used to be where they didn't really know, but now they're seeing that this is divine. Your major arcana here is the star, hope, healing, optimism. That's their view of you. So this is not over. Obviously, the hangman and high priestess and the moon. You got a lot of major arcana. Two more cards here for Gemini. I want things to work out. Look at that. See, and that I knew that, but you know, they do want things to work out. They're going to trust your vision on this. They love you and they want things to work out. Yes, but they are jealous and possessive. A lot of the energy that are feeling, that you're getting from this person with this moon card, and the fact that they're in the Four of Cups right now, it could be something that you're doing. They're extremely jealous and possessive, and they know that it's wrong. I feel like they would rather hold it in on the inside because they don't want you to look at them in another light. But you are very much so like, let's talk about it. What can I do? And they just have to catch up with that. Okay, they have to catch up with that. And the top of the deck reveals that our story isn't over yet. Beautiful energy. I love you. You are the person of my dreams. They're not letting you go anywhere, Gemini. I think it is very, very clear. This is a beautiful reading. Again, your major arcana is the moon, the stars, the moon and the stars. The moon, the star, the hangman, and high priestess, okay? Your self-care messages will be down below in the description box. Welcome to Gemini season. This is a good start to a wonderful season, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you, guys. First of all, by the time this video is up, we are completely booked up with readings. If you are interested in booking a text reading, please do so. We will be closed next weekend for the holiday, so book accordingly. Any days that the business is closed, text messages, and anything that is a product that I'm going to be preparing and sending to you, albeit a video, an audio text message, or a text message, as it pertains to tarot services, will not be honored to the next business day that the holiday is over. Okay, if you're interested in the dates that the business will be closed, there is a calendar now on the website for upcoming holidays and just things that I have, so keep that in mind. That's where there's going to be. And I am done here. If you're interested in anything, it's below in the description box. Go check out my channel, Marvelous Miscellaneousness, if that is your jam. Bye, Gemini.